Boom, boom. This is Kendra. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. All right, I'm going to get Soul Land Reloaded up today. So let's talk about what happened yesterday. All right, so as you know, if you've been watching any of my videos on Soul Land, you know I've been telling everybody to always keep a bunch of diamonds on hand. Well, this is why I tell people to keep a bunch of diamonds on hand. 12,000 diamonds. But this is an awakened weapon for an S character. That's right. You get this for an S character. Your choice. Okay? Don't get that very often. A lot of times when they throw up stuff like this, it might be in a weapon or something. In other games, it might be a weapon or something for a specific character, which if you got the character, yippee. But if you don't have the character, not so yippee. Well, this is yippee because this is for everybody. Anybody can do this. I use this to actually get my hand on Ren's weapon because I did not have Ren's weapon awoken before. You need the first awakening requires you to have this item, so you need to have it. Keeping with my plan, you know, I'm still at 18 million, but now I've got BB's weapon, I've got Ren's weapon, and I have got Chen's weapon. So I just need to get. I'm going to be able to purchase. I'm really close to getting to the mark here inside of the store, inside of the exchange points here. I'm really close to being able to get my hands on one of the weapons. I'm not sure who I'm going to do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do Tank Amp or God of War. Everybody, the feedback I'm getting indicates to me that when it's all said and done, Tang San's going to be more powerful in a direct conversation with each character at about roughly the same level with roughly the same type of equipment. Tang San's going to be more useful. I can see that because he does have capabilities that Dai does not. And he's the main protagonist in the actual anime, so that wouldn't be surprising. But I'll be able to snatch up one of these weapons right here. So I'll just have to make a decision as to which one I'm going to do. Tank Sands, which is right here, or God of War, which is right here. So that's what I'm going. But I did manage to get. So I did get Chen, as I said. I did get Ren's weapon, and I did go ahead and awaken her weapon. As you can see, the little star indicates a weapon. And to do the first awakening, you have to have the actual weapon. After that, you can just use the silver. But the first one, I'll show you on Ayin here, since Ayin as weapons has not been awoken yet. Requires her little weapon here. In this case, for her, it's you get it from the shop. I could have got Ayin's, but I wanted to go ahead and focus on the 4 main team yet. But then that's going to be doing to her. She is next. Okay, she's the next S rank weapon I'm going for. And I do that simply because of the fact that I use her for healing. Okay, and anytime something does anything for attack speed, you definitely want to go for that. Speed is always an important stat in any mobile game. If there's any type of way to build up speed, attack speed, any type of speed, you're going to be it's going to be useful. I mean, in Azur Lane, it's called evasion, but it basically does the same thing. So that's something that you want to focus on. But that's why I was saying to keep a lot of diamonds on hand, simply because of the fact that they throw these things out. I think this is the I think it's the third time I've seen it. It can only be. I've got 3 weapons, and I know I'm pretty sure I got all 3 of them from chests. So this is the third time I've actually seen it. So they do throw them out on occasion, but you need 12,000 diamonds. So if you're somebody who likes to spend a lot of time throwing their diamonds inside of a hall, drawing for characters, if you're going to do that, try to keep some on hand. Okay, because you can bear it up if you're playing the game consistently like I am. You can usually build the diamonds back up fairly quickly. It's not something that's going to break the bank. But yeah, that's out. So that's what you want to keep them on for, and that's the reason why. So always check this time limited events tab very carefully, okay? Because there's all kinds of good stuff in here. They got the silver, they got awakening things in here. So you always want to keep. These are actually awakening weapons for the new character, for the new Chen, SS Chen. Okay, and here's Tang San's weapon. Okay, problem is you can only get 6 of them, so that's only 6. Okay, so It's but it's a lot too. Getting these is not is not something that's very easy. I'm going to be working on possibly trying to do one of these. I have to analyze it a little bit better, simply because of the fact that if I could get one weapon inside of here, then I would be able to get the other weapon purchased from the shop with the so that would be really really good. Okay, so I'm going to have to be taking a look at this because basically it's these awakening energy crystals. Okay, so we'll have to see. The way they do it, as you can see, but you're having to spend money. There's no way to actually get them. Getting them without spending money is the hard part, and it's just not something that's easily doable. You can do it right here, but you're going to get 4. Okay, since it's only a 3-day event, 4 is not enough. That's only you're going to be able to get for 812. You need 100. So as you can see, it's not something that could be done feasibly. So, but it is what it is. Okay, so this most of this stuff event ends in a day. So I'll have to make the final decision tomorrow. You definitely want to do this is the integral points. Okay, these are the awakening points. Anytime you can get that many points, it just brings you closer to the actual place where you need to be to actually get it. I can now get it because that is 1500. I was unaware of that, and oh boy, now I'm not exactly sure what to do. Okay, I will do another video tomorrow after I've had time to work on this, and then we will pick which weapon we're going to go, because I have to do the math, which is going to be more beneficial at this time. Okay, Tank Sans weapons leading simply because most of the people, some of the people knowledgeable about the game have commented the fact that in a straight up Tank Sans more powerful than War God Die. So I was not planning on actually having to make this decision today. So, but so we'll do that. It's probably going to take me up to 19 million, I would assume, once I've got the weapon. And we'll put some, bring it up a couple times, awaken it and everything, because I do have enough silver. Okay, so that's what that. So see, the stuff's there, guys, in this. So it's doable. Okay, without spending money. It just takes a little bit longer. You have to understand, 9 times out of 10, I will not play games that if you can't get to where you want to get to, I don't mind spending time doing it. I don't like it when they make a game to the point where you can't get it even if you play the game regular. There's no way to attain this stuff. Okay, that's not what I'm there for. I don't mind sticking it out a little bit longer. I'm getting really, really close to the point where I might be willing to dump a little bit, maybe $10 or $5 in on something. If something comes along that's really, really, really nice and really, really affordable, I don't think I'm going to see this in the game. I'll be quite honest with you. Everything inside of this game is highly overpriced. This is not Azur Lane, where everything is reasonably priced and you get reasonably good rewards. Not like that. This game is a standard. Pay ridiculous sums of money for one thing that might benefit you a little bit, but not a lot. But that's bad. In good, they actually make it so that you can progress. If you're willing to spend a little bit of extra time, you can get it the other way. So that's where we're at. As long as they continue to do the game like this, I got no problems, because I do enjoy the game. It's very exciting. Different types of things to do. I'm not too fond of this up here. This is just a lot of stuff, but you could spend 15 to 20 minutes just clearing this out, not to mention doing all the other stuff. And I'm not even fully to the point where everything's been unlocked. There's still this Continental Elite match, which is over here. So there's just all kinds of stuff to do. But it keeps you started. They got the assistant, which does a lot of quality of life attributes, allowing you to automatically clear a bunch of the stuff. Because you need to do at least, you want to continue to do this, at least do 100 a day, simply because of the fact that you get a chance to get 30 of the weapons. Okay, I'm in the process of doing the mask right now, so I'll be able to get the mask today. I only need 21 more, so I'll have the mask before this day's over. So I will have I will have S-ranked hidden weapons on all of my characters, including my support characters. So that's basically the way you build a team. And then you just start working on leveling stuff up. but yeah, you got to keep some diamonds on tap. So I would try to keep at least 15,000 on tap, just so that if they throw out Awakening box. The problem if you don't want to get down too low is the fact that it might take you more than when events pop up like that, they're usually 2-day or 3-day events. So that gives you, so if you don't have, if you only have, let's say, 1,000 diamonds when the event hits, you might not be able to get back up to 12,000 before the event expires, and you lose the chance to actually purchase it. So that's why I like to keep, if you have it, you always have it. So I say keep it, 15,000. Don't go below 15,000. That's what I've set for myself. I will not go below 15,000. If I drop below 15,000 after purchasing something, what I will do is in the shops, because I do the shops, I clear out the shops on a daily basis twice. I do it once in the morning and once in the evening, using the free refreshes. And I purchase stuff that I need, but I also purchased S ranked. I'll purchase this stuff for Chen and for Hume. Okay, and then I'll refresh. Okay, and I'll keep purchasing S ranked. I don't do anything. I don't waste on A's. A's and A pluses are just a waste of time. But if I see an S rank that's underneath diamonds, I won't purchase it until I get back up above my minimum amount, and then I'll start purchasing again, making sure not to go back below my minimum amount. And that's the way I work on it. Otherwise, see, if I was below 15,000, I would not purchase these 4 shards for Zoo, but I'm above 15,000, so I will purchase these shards for Zoo. Okay, so that's the way I do. You just got to keep yourself, and you got to pace yourself. Cognizant of the fact that something might throw up something, and I'm pretty sure they're going to throw up something where you're going to be able to get 50 more shards for Chen if they hold true to do the same thing as they did for Tang San. So if they do for Chen, then that means we're going to need, I think it's either 5,000 or 6,000 diamonds is what you're going to need to purchase the 50 shards for him. So just make sure that you have, as long as you use 15,000 as a minimum, you should be in good shape to make a purchase, because they usually space those things out. They don't have the Awakening and Weapon up, chest up one, and then the very next event that they have another event where you might be able to get a bunch of stuff for character. I had not seen where they've been throwing it that close together. Cultivation scones are becoming something that I'm going to need to start focusing on as well, simply because of the fact that when you get up to the higher levels, the option to do cultivation is set up a little bit different. Cultivation is now where you have, when you go into cultivate is now you can't cultivate 1, because watch, I have 330. Normally it would only be 13 and 10 if I do a deluxe. Okay, I can't do her actually because she's maxed out. Let's go back to somebody who's not maxed out. Okay, so normally it would only be 18 and 14, but watch. Clicked it up. Okay, now 21 and 17. But if you go one-click cultivate, it uses them all. You can only do, so when it does one-click cultivate, the only option you have is to do everything, a maximum that you've got. You don't have the option unless you want to do the something advanced. I don't want to do advanced. I prefer to do the deluxe because it gives you more for value. So you want to make sure that you have a little bit more on hand than you would normally do. Okay, so that's just that, because now so I think that's the best way to go about it at this point. So I'm going to have to start focusing a little bit more on the actual cultivation stones to get those up. But it's used, so I've got everybody up pretty good. But still continuing with that, no changes to the actual lineup, still the same. I've replaced Chen with Tang, and I've got Chen as a support 2 lead, so I can utilize his attack skill. I do have his weapon awoken, so using his attack skill, he does very, very good damage. He definitely is a serious S-rank damage dealer. Definitely an excellent character that when you're starting out the game, he's definitely one that you want to consider. Whenever you choosing if you want to get for your damage dealers, you're going to have, of course, Dai, which is the SS character that they're going to give you. But choosing Chen for your second attack is not a bad choice whatsoever. Worked out very well for me, and I'm still using him as an attacker, but just from the support, which means he uses his main attack skill. Other than that, there's really not anything new. Just make sure this Thanksgiving celebration is going to be in here in a few days. So there's some really good stuff in here. Okay, they've got this to choose. I don't really like the fact that it's a little bit. It's really difficult to get the turkeys. Okay, as always, there's always one item that is difficult to get your hands on that they don't really give you from a free point. And as you can see, you have to purchase the turkeys. So and then you use those purchased turkeys, and then you can do the exchange it for various items. Okay, but to get you'd have to purchase a bunch of turkeys. So yeah, so you see that's what it is. All right, so that's where we're at with that point. But there is some stuff. I do have a couple. Then I've got those. Just by playing the game, log on rewards and whatnot. So I'll spend them. I'll probably just end up holding off and waiting until the last minute. I'll probably end up using them for the experience, or possibly to get some shards for one of these SS. But they don't have what I've really been looking for, and what I wanted to get was the actual SS beast that they have out now. It's a scorpion. Where's he at? Those are some pretty nice outfits, by the way. The scorpion that they have, SS Scorpion. I assume they'll be rolling him through as the next reward that you can get. I think he's in time limited events. We'll see him if I can see him here. Where is he at? There he is. Right there, the Ice Jade Emperor Scorpion Shard. He's pretty cool. My assumption is they did the same thing with the Zooge crossbow. They came out where they had events where they were offering it through this. I did not go for it at that time. I waited until they put it, roll it around. They always have one SS item that's fairly easily to be obtained. At least they have been. It's been here in the Heaven Fist. They still got it in the Zooge crossbow. Unfortunately, I've got a bunch of this, so I'm just going to upgrade it. I'll keep getting it until it comes, until the next item. But so I'm hoping that they'll roll the Scorpion into here, the Beast, as next. But they usually have one SS item if you do 100, if you progress through 100. But this, this resets daily, so you have to purchase quite a few stamina refills to do this. But even if you do that, you do get some rewards for doing it, some of the Oscar sausage. So it's something that's worth doing. So just make sure you do 100 a day. I know it's annoying. You can only sweep 10 at a time. 120 gives you two 10 sweeps, so that's 20. Then you have to do, buy it. That's 40. Buy it. 60. What I usually do is I go to about 60 or 80 with purchase and diamonds, and I use sausage to supplement for that. I always like to keep sausage on hand specifically because of supplemental events that they might have. So yeah, I'm paranoid that way. I've been playing these games long enough to know that they do sometimes tend to throw things out intentionally to catch people snoozing, so to speak. They say they're not paying attention, and they'll throw out two events that require something nice in the first event and then something really nice in the second event, and you might have went all in on the first one and you don't have enough for the second one. Haven't seen them do that in this game yet, but based on their monetization practice, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually might throw that out. So we'll just have to look at it as is. I'm past the actual battle pass. I've cleared all the ones. The only way to get it now is to purchase the actual battle pass, which is the elite battle pass here. This is, to be quite honest with you, this is not a bad price. I'd prefer it to be like the Azur Lane Fair Rewards, which was $9.99, but you really do get a lot out of this. The problem is, I don't have Oscar and really don't have any intention of getting Oscar, so this would not be something that I would even consider purchasing. However, whenever they change this to something different, where it's not Oscar's outfit, let me tell you something right now. If that outfit that they have out there for Chen is totally awesome. Is that in the thing here? No, it's not there. Where is it at? I think it's in the actual. I think it's in the. Is it in the Thanksgiving celebration? I I think it's in this one right here. Yeah. No, it's not in this one right here. That's all the weapons. Uh, I can't remember where it's at, but that there it is right here. Let me tell you something right now. Um, this weapon right here for Chen looks pretty darn cool. Now, if it was $12.99 inside the battle pass for this, and I do actually get Chen. Now, granted, if I don't get Chen, I'm not going to spend the money on it, of course. Uh, but that's not bad at all. I actually like that. If they threw something like that in there, I might actually go for that. I'm not too fond of the one for Tang. I mean, that's okay, but it's not that much cooler than the other one. And of course, this is just to die for here. But of course, I don't have her. She is the next requirement that I would like to get would be Zoo. Uh, Phoenix is pretty good too. So they do have some pretty cool outfits in here. But yeah, they've just been focusing on Osprey right now, and that's not really something that I'm interested in at this point. So they don't have the character, don't need him. The best character, uh, you know, he's. I don't know. Don't think I've actually seen Oscar. I'm serious. I don't think in all the teams I've fought up against, I don't think I've seen Oscar in there once. Yeah, I don't think I have. Um, Most of the time, I see a lot of zoos because she's the best PvP. If you can get her for PvP and you want to be successful, she's one that you need. Um, which is why I'm going for Zoo because I want to be a tad bit more successful in my PvP. Same characters at my level. My win rate's probably about 60 or 70%, but I do lose sometimes, and generally I lose because they have higher ranked SS characters than me, so I lose. But then it's the way it goes. Doing this from a free-to-play perspective, that's just the way it is. But I'll be up to them, and I'll surpass them. They will get bored or something, and then I will go past them and be stronger. That's the way I try to focus on. That's the way I just try to do it and see if you can do it. This right here, um, the, there's some really good stuff in here, especially these Doomstones. Uh, Let me be honest with you. I'm not sure if somebody in the comments would say what these are actually used for. I know it says formed in the concentration of energy that was scattered during the heavenly tribulation by soul beasts which lived 10,000 years in extremely rare material. I bought some of these. Okay. Um, and I'm going to buy two more simply because they seem to be cool looking, and I'm hoping that they can be used for something um, that it has to do with awakening something or doing. I haven't found it yet. Yeah, I might not have it unlocked yet. There's still stuff I haven't unlocked in the game. Yes, I'm at level 64. I'm at 64. Yeah, I'm at 64, and there's still stuff I haven't unlocked yet. So there's stuff that literally goes up into like 70 and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe that's what it's for. So when I get there, I'll have stuff to do, whatever that is. I'm sure it's awakening something SS or something, but I haven't seen an option to utilize them yet. So, but I've got some. So, hey, they're up. This event's been going on for a little while, and just the same as this secret shop here. You know, uh, they throw up these little things in this time limited group buy here. Uh, it's you know, some of the stuff in here is pretty good priced. But like I say, I have a limit of 15,000 that I don't like to go below. This is what you need to worry about when I'm talking about previously, simply because of the fact that if you go wild in here buying some of this stuff, which is, don't get me wrong, is really good stuff. This stuff right here is really important for leveling up, enhancing soul beasts and stuff. This stuff is really stuff that you need to focus on. You can only get this from the Soto arena, okay? And you need to be, if you're not doing Soto, you need to be doing Soto. Okay, because Soto is a way that you level up your hidden weapons, to do that, you need to get these Avatar Essence. Okay, they will show these periodically for coins. Right here, this is something that you need to make sure that you're looking for each time, and purchase this whenever it pops up. You can actually get the actual. I've got hundreds and thousands of these things right here, and even got the S ones. But this right here is important because this spirit avatar is that used to unlock that skill that I showed you about for BB. This is what you need, okay, to unlock this, and this changes the entire character. Uh, you know, BB's pretty much supplanted, almost supplanted Die as the dealing the most damage. She just does tons of damage, and that changed when I opened up that spider. Uh, so this is that stuff. You need 120 of it, and that awakens this. And this is a totally awesome uh, skill. So what I'm actually going to do is I want to open this up uh, on Tang Sim because control a large number of Peepawkoons with the arcane spell Ascender, dealing 5 counts of heavy damage to a random member every 14 seconds, and trigger Yama's poison effect. And it reduces the movement speed and healing effect. But I mean, that's just ridiculous. That's like a completely full 100% bonus support skill if I ever seen one. And it's only 120, so it's the same as it is for the S. But so I want to really unlock this thing on him. But 440 for just a couple of them is not a very good deal. But if you do the Soto arena, just what I do on the Soto arena is it's just simple. Okay, I turn it on each day, and then I look and I choose. I go, so I'm 18 million. So I look, okay, so I can see that right now. Okay, 289 million. So I'm not going to beat these guys. But I should be able to beat Emmett Watts because Emmett Watts' BP is only 1181. So what I'll do is I'll just supplant Emmett Watts. And what I'll keep doing is, let's see, he's basically 3-starred. You don't even need to look at his team. Just make sure you've got everything set up and then go into the fight. And what I'll do is I'll supplant Emmett Watts, and I'll keep supplanting until I get to the point where the next one I have available is one that I can't beat. And then I'll just auto the ones below me just to do that, and you want to make sure that you definitely do that simply because of the fact that you get coins each time, and those Sato coins are what you use to purchase those Spirit avatars. Yes, it's going to take a long way that way, but that's one way to get it without having to spend money. So that's what I do. So you should run this, even though it's a little annoying, but you can skip if you want to. You don't have to sit and watch it run through. As you can see, I'm just letting it run on auto, and as you can see, I'm far well above level on Emmett Watts. So that's it. So it's over, and I got the coins. And so you just want to make sure that you have some of those coins in stock here. I see 370. Okay, see that's what you need. You need to complete and whenever you move up a level, you get more coins. So now we've got 14. So so I'll keep fighting these ones right here. Then once I get to a point where I can't go any higher, I'll come back down and I'll just auto sweep some of these, okay, and just get the points so that I'll have the points inside of here. And you want to make sure you do it simply because you can also get universal shards, and if you do it 70, you can actually get 10, 15, 20, 22. But unfortunately, buying chances, while it's not cheap at 1, it starts to get fairly cheap as you're going through it. So I do try to do some of those. I probably will since I got enough to do it today, because you can get a lot more universal shards that way. Also make you do 10 in arena because you get an extra universal shards that way. So you have to start looking for that stuff. But yeah, so make sure you're doing the Soto when you get to that level, simply because of the shop is a very useful place to get something that will have a cool weapon for you. So you can see, did come up this time. So I won't purchase anything. I got 32. I'm okay. I'm in a buffer there, so not have to worry about that right now. You can refresh it as much as you want. Of course, you have to spend the coinage to refresh it. I will probably I will most likely end up refreshing this one. They reset during the day, but I'll probably refresh it just to get as many as I can. Because it's really, that's one of the easiest ways to get that essence. They do have events and stuff. If you look for it, it's usually an option inside of the events that you can purchase it. So it's not like it's not as scarce as the silver stones that they have out there, the deep sea silver, which can only really be gotten in special events when you draw in the chest. There's an awakening and chest fin open right. Ooh, got this right here. That's good. Uh, the reason that's good is because that's to awaken your rings. You need this. Rings and necklaces have a special item that they need to awaken them. It's worth it because they can do super amount of more damage. Awakening is something that you want to focus on. It's not something you're going to be able to do quick, but it's definitely something that you want to focus on because that gives you what I like to call, more bang for the buck, even though you're not spending on it. But it's difficult to get the stuff, and it's difficult to get it because it does give you a very large jump up in your attack speed, or in one facet, it's going to give you a large boost. Usually, it's hit points and attack, or maybe attack and defense, or maybe magic attack and physical defense, magic defense. But it'll give you a big boosts. It'll really jack up your BP. So that's why I definitely. But yeah, awakening is something that it's the hardest thing. From my point of view, it's pretty much the hardest thing in the game to do is awaken. All right. So that's it. Just want to let you know about that. 12,000. Get in there and do it. Only got a day left on that, and that is, you need 12,000, but it's a choice. And you can put waken up one of your S characters, and it's definitely something that will make your characters much more powerful. All right. So thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, to see the bell, click on it. Also, remember to like and share the video, as it does help the channel immensely. So this is Kenrir coming at you from the corner, signing out.